THANKSGAMING. Yum.
THANKSGAMING, dog. We're back. We're not playing Klonoa. We're playing a totally different game right now. And another one that has been picked from the Thanksgiving criteria of Simmons is Xenoblade, right?
Yeah, Xenoblade.
Xenoblade. Made by the ever so popular creators of the greatest Japanese RPG of all time, Xenosaga.
No.
Do you hear that cricket? It's a loud fucking cricket in the room. No, they made Xenogears. It's great. Press the start button. I want to see this shit. So this game was, if you want to say under the radar, that'd be doing it a huge injustice. Because this game was so under the radar, it was ridiculous. If this game actually debuted and had marketing, it'd have been bigger than a Final fucking Fantasy. Because from what I've seen so far, this game actually looks like a good JRPG. And that's been a long time since we've gotten one.
Yeah, I think it was really interesting because, like, you see screenshots or videos of it, and you're kind of like, whatever. You kind of just, okay.
Scoff it off. It doesn't
It's a game.
Look visually striking.
It's a game.
Yeah.
And then when you actually sit there and, like, watch it more and more, like, you sit there, oh my god, this game. Wow, this game. Holy shit.
It's a Wii game, and I am so fucking impressed by the production quality of the overall game that it's ridiculous. So let's just start off with voice acting.
Which is dual audio on this game.
So you get Japanese and English?
Yeah.
Huh. So they're on a giant, like, robot creature thing.
Yeah, they're on the Bionis, which is life, and then the other one that's stabbed is the Mechonis. So it's like the robot lady.
Have they never seen this before right now? This is the first time they've ever seen it?
I mean, I think they know they're on the creatures, but I think it's like the first time they've ever left their, like,
no matter
home
how
on, like,
many
the floor.
times I see this, I never get used to it.
We are so tiny.
Yep.
So we've only... I
On
think
the
there was an
other side of those
introduction to the
clouds.
game, but we haven't played through that much yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's our enemy.
Because, like, this is a
Mechonis.
no joke, no shit, not fucking with you, 90 to 120 hour game.
You like long video games, son? Prepare to have your balls bitten off by Xenoblade Chronicles. These are like the mecha assholes, right?
Yeah.
No security. I say bullshit. What a fuck. Yeah, I was really just kind of like captivated by the story from the brief bit that I saw so far, and I was like, wow, this game's actually really good. Shocking, it's a Wii game. But I don't understand, how does nobody know about this? Because it doesn't have Final Fantasy in the title.
Yeah, well, also, it came out in, like, 2010 in Japan, 2011 in Europe, and then 2012 in America.
By GameStop, sold for like $90.
Yeah.
Literally. This looks grim. Oh my god. So, we're getting all matrixy here. The robots use humans as fuel.
Or food. I guess you could say fuel. That guy's name's Gord. He's really awesome. He's got, like, a big Cockney accent.
Yord?
Gord.
Njord? Yeah, there's so many things about, like, the combat in the game and a lot of stuff that it's just like, wow, how the fuck is this game not huge? And it's only because it has an awkward title and it was on the Wii and it never got released pretty much.
Shin,
Then this must be its kneecap, right?
yep. Which means Colony 6 is up ahead.
So what's the crazy bullshit
Looks like we can
GameStop
climb up
issue
there.
with
Great.
the game? Because
I'll
that
have to
caused a
climb.
lot of hubbub-us.
Well, basically, okay, so, you know when the game first came out in, like, April 2012? Like,
Yeah.
I can
And we
feel
did
the
it.
power!
Alright, I leveled up from exploring a new area. Anyways, let me just... so, they released the game only at GameStop at retail, or you could order online from Nintendo directly. And then, after, like, that shipment was out, it was kind of gone, right?
Right.
Well, I think it was this year, a bunch of pre-owned copies of the game showed up at GameStop again. But it was, it's $90.
Yeah,
And,
$90 used.
Someone's opened up the cases and noticed there was, like, a pattern. All the inside of the cases were slightly different from the first printings of the game. The only supposed printing of the game.
Right.
In other words, GameStop had printed more copies of the game
And sold them
and
as
then
used.
marked them as used
Yeah.
So they could reap $90 of profit rather than the $49.99 MSRP.
Well, rather than splitting the money with the developers and Nintendo as well, because it's on their fucking system and it's on their made by other people. GameStop pulled the greatest fucking sham you ever can possibly do because of how the used game system works. Which is literally, since they had the code and they were publishing the game, they made more copies of the game and sold it so that they would get 100% of the profit and not anyone else.
Yep.
So the guys that made the game, they get nothing. Nintendo gets nothing for distributing the game on their own system.
Although I think GameStop paid for the distribution of retail.
Right. Well, they're the publishers in America.
In a kind of a weird way. More like distributor, I guess you could say. But
Okay, so they're not technically a publisher. Well, I guess what they did is completely legal. In that case,
legal
they
but
pretty much-
shady as fuck.
They bought everything out, but it's just a total asshole thing because what do games on the Wii cost? $50 new,
Yeah.
like tops. And even though the discs were brand new, they're charging you $90 for it because you can't charge more than $50 for a game. Like Nintendo just doesn't allow like new games to be charged more than that.
Yeah, not unless they're coming with something.
Not unless they're like bundled with something, but like there's a basis. Like next gen games are usually $60. You're not gonna go find Assassin's Creed 4 for $69.99 with just the disc. It doesn't work that way. It's $60 tops. But they shysted the fuck out of so many people and charged $90. And the way they got around with that is that they charged it used. And GameStop makes up the price of things. They choose how much things cost in their own used inventory. Hence, fucking anybody over that actually wanted a copy of the game.
Yeah, no, I guess they're offering you a great deal.
Oh,
so
Shulk,
there's
look
going to be
over
like
there.
a Black Friday of this and Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Wii.
Oh,
Smoke.
Metroid Prime Trilogy
Maybe
is another
someone's got
example of a
fire
similar
going.
thing happening,
Yeah.
right?
Hope they're cooking up something
Fucking
good.
GameStop.
It's hardly a good spot for a barbecue. Come on, let's take a look.
I do really like the English accents.
Yeah, because this game was probably not, like, originally not really planned to come out in America.
Yeah. So dudes in Europe and the UK got their own EU versions. And I guess the game sold pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking look at this game. It's a Wii game, for God's sake. And there's these big-ass open-world environments. And while Final Fantasy 13 comes out, we can't do towns.
We can't do towns.
No, it's too hard. See, this is why this game gets me excited as holy flippin' whoop shit for... are they just calling it Xenoblade 2?
I don't know. It doesn't have a
X2?
name. Doesn't have an official name yet.
Okay. I'd like to say, call it X2.
Yeah, X2 is good.
And that's gonna have online, and that shit's gonna have... That shit looks good. Like, that is a reason for me to fire up my Wii U again, because what it honestly looks like is Phantasy Star. It looks like PSO.
Yeah, ooh, especially with like the mechs and shit.
Yeah,
You know.
and running around and fighting huge-ass dinosaur beasts similar to these guys. And it looks gorgeous. I doubt it's gonna run at 60, but you don't really have to. As long as it's stable, it's okay.
Yeah, well, the game is big and open as it is. It's like, okay, I get it. It's not gonna run at like that kind of frame rate.
Yeah.
Someone's left a buggy out here.
That's strange. Who would just abandon a buggy in this place?
So much voice
And
acting.
it's pretty new.
Is it brand new?
Not brand new, but it's in very good condition. You wouldn't just abandon it. So, what did happen to the driver?
Anime. Oh, I love how this shit is integrated into the game. Oh, this kid got fucked. Oh, this is brutal. Did he go to died?
It died.
There's a boy! He's being attacked by monsters!
You saw it happening? Where?
I don't know, but it was near some water.
Near water?
So the main character
But
can
what
get
made you have a
visions of
vision
the
all of a
future
sudden?
because he's special.
Maybe it was
And-
triggered by touching the buggy.
There's
Well, we better
a thing
find
that
him.
they do in the game
Let's
that's
search
fucking
everywhere around here where
genius,
there's
and when it
water.
shows up, we'll show
Okay.
you. And when Simmons described it to me, I'm like, that's fucking genius! To integrate actual story into the game itself, like into the actual combat. I'm like, that's really fucking smart. Like, I haven't seen a thing like that in RPG in a long-ass time. Like, I'm talking like close to like Final Fantasy VII, like, all the mini... Holy crap, giant fucking gorilla.
Level 81.
You could take him.
Yeah, right.
You could take him. That looks like fucking Donkey Kong, dude.
You-
That's Donkey Kong on Wii U 3.
Usually, if things are like way fucking high above you, they don't fucking aggro you.
Oh, that's nice, because they'll look at you and you die.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I was swimming around in the early area of the game where it was just kind of like, oh, it's level 70 fish comes and like spits like a blob at me in the water. Bah, I like died. Like 5,000
what the
HP
fuck?
went away.
Fucking fish! Piece of shit.
Fuck.
Oh, those are the guys.
Shulk, over there.
Kid's gonna get fucked.
You all right, kid? Who are you? That can wait. Go. Get out of here. Leave these guys to us.
We'll beat up these giant cow beasts.
Let's do this.
Ready when you are.
Oh, fuck up a dinosaur. Oh, shit.
Everything in this game really already reminds me of very TSO. Well, actually, it reminds me more of Fantasy Star Universe. Like, kind of the way things look and the way characters are dressed and stuff like that.
Well,
Just
as,
like the
as I
TSO.
also pointed out to you, when you equip different bits of clothing, it changes real time on the character, which I know you hate.
I love that. Fucking love it. That was my favorite thing about Final Fantasy VII, was actually changing your weapon and seeing your weapon be different. I was like, that's awesome. Holy crap. Well, back in the day it was awesome. It was kind of poor flow today. Oh my god, you were getting murdered.
Bring it on.
Giant fucking hose beast. Well, one's down, you're fine.
Did I kill one?
Yeah, you killed one.
No, this ain't
Ryan,
good.
get me up.
Hang in
Jesus.
there. Don't give up.
It'd be great if this game was multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm not quitting yet.
Like, right? It seems like it's kind of built for it, because your characters have to do things together.
Yeah, and you can take control of other characters if you'd like. And that's cool because it changes like the battle system of each character basically.
Yeah.
This is the Monado's power.
Holy crap, giant sword. Right up your dinosaur butt.
Okay, guys.
Damn, that
Now
thing
we're
wrecks
pulling
him.
together. So this is what teamwork is.
Get away from me. Oh,
You can do it. Not good.
I'm
So
so
yeah,
dead.
this is a Wii exclusive game. You can't get it anywhere but on the Wii. And right now, you technically can't get it anywhere but GameStop.
Ooh, toppled him.
Monado, lend us your power.
Yeah. See, there's this awesome thing in the battle system where, like, if you have like a series of different types of moves, where like you do a break, and then if someone else follows that break move up with a topple move, you can like literally cause the enemy to stumble
It should
down.
work
Like,
now.
get stunned.
Extended stun state, okay.
Yeah.
You saved my skin. My buggy short-circuited. And then there were those monsters and... Well, thanks.
I fixed the circuit, but it's out of ether. Change the cylinder and it will be as good as new.
I think it's time for the introductions. I'm Ryan. He's Shulk.
Pleased to meet you.
It's a combination of She-Hulk,
Hi,
just
I'm
smaller.
Juju.
Attack in the power of Juju.
Holy
Where are
fuck,
you two
Tack
heading?
Juju. Oh my god.
If you've got time, you should come back to our camp.
Your cam.
Yeah.
I thought he said band
not
camp for a
far.
sec.
How about
If he
it?
pulled out a flute,
Let's
I'd
take
have
him up
light
on
have
the
left.
offer. I'm surprised there's a Homs camp here, but they might have some information.
I suppose.
Juju, can you tell us how to
Juju.
get there?
Sure.
He looks like Juju.
If you go back to the oasis, you should see a tall stone post. Head there first.
Then what?
There's a small path.
It's funny
in
how
the
this game
woods
is just like,
next to the
fuck draw
stone
distance,
post.
whatever.
Just follow it
We'll
down
just,
to our
we'll just
camp.
put it all there.
Got it. Now, let's make a move.
The only thing that does load in is all like the shrubbery.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. You know what has an amazing draw distance? Anything on a Dreamcast. You notice that shit? How it's like if you're like a little bit far ahead of your character, you can actually see the part of the ground that is not rendered yet.
Yeah.
And it renders as you move forward. It's really cute.
Skies was really bad about that.
Everything on Dreamcast was really bad about that. Dreamcast did not have a lot of memory.
Nope.
But it was an amazing fucking... It was the greatest video game system ever. Right after that, right before the Sega Saturn. I do actually like those two systems more than any other.
Well, another thing I think is really cool about this game, it's like, oh, because you have all these extra quests and shit that you can do, and sometimes they require you to hunt an enemy at a certain time of day. Well, fuck waiting.
But you can fucking just let it go? Like,
Time of day's been changed.
holy shit!
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
So it doesn't make you, like, arbitrarily wait it out.
Nope.
So they just let you have full control. Wow. But
And save anywhere, anytime kind of deal.
So the game is catered to the player, not the game catered to the game.
Yeah.
Instead of the developers trying to make things difficult, they were actually smart about it. Holy shit.